This is a secret that I've been hiding and hinting at for a while now, and it's about to change everything. I'm so excited to finally make this video, as it's literally been years in the making. To better illustrate what's about to happen though, we gotta go way back. For my entire life I've loved animals, and I've kept them in various capacities. However, in current day, I focus primarily on creating the best environments I possibly can for the animals that I steward to share with all of you. I would say that things really began to take their current form around 16 years ago, or say 2006. That's really when I started to do research and make these enclosures as good as I possibly could, and began building these animal rooms like you see in current day. What originally started out in a small bedroom was then moved to my parents' basement, and to another basement, and yet another basement, which is where this channel got started, and finally into the room that you see today. Here I was finally able to do my own thing because I was no longer under my parents' roof. There were a lot of limitations attached to that, but they're great because I was able to at least get started. Those were somewhat lifted once I moved here. I was able to build ponds outside and expand everything to what it is today, largely out of this room. But if I'm going to be honest, it's been limiting since the very beginning. Sure, it's slightly more room than previous spaces, but it isn't optimized for what I do, and in a lot of ways, it just overcomplicates everything. Most notably is filming. Typically I work out of the center of my room, as you've seen in countless videos before. Working around all of this equipment within such a narrow space creates challenges though. Usually it takes a few days to complete a build, which means that it gets in my way when I care for the animals and even just getting into the laundry room. Filming around these reflections is also really annoying. Everyone talks about using polarized lenses, but everything around me is glass and thus reflective, so they're only going to help so much. The studio lights and windows just cause these reflections that I personally think take away from what I'm trying to show on the videos. Unless I shoot from the proper angle, crop it out, or hang tarps from the ceiling, they're sure to be present. And all of this works against me, which takes away from my most valuable asset, time. This makes things less enjoyable because nothing is streamlined, and it adds unnecessary stress. A solution had to present itself soon because I couldn't go on like this much longer. Nearly 2 years ago, my wife and I started working towards that solution, and getting there was a lot harder than I anticipated. We've put a lot of work into our current house, updating it completely from the 1980s and bringing it into the 21st century. It was surely a labor of love, and I did most of the work myself. Our intent was to make it our forever home. However, as I alluded to, it's quite small, and it's really limited my ability to be able to do what I need to do. And I know it's only going to get smaller as we expand our family, so the only real solution here is to add an addition. Finding a good contractor is harder than expected. Needless to say, we weren't able to find one, but even if we would have, adding a small addition really only would have put a band-aid on the problem and not actually solve anything. So given our love for this home, we diligently considered our options and potentially had to make a tough decision. First was to rent a studio space for all of the animals and SerpaDesign. I quickly rolled this out though because I just couldn't stomach the idea of having all of the animals separate from me. If something goes wrong, I can address it immediately since they're in my home, and I can enjoy them at any given time of the day. This made me realize that this place no longer serves me and I need to move operations elsewhere. That really only leaves us with two options. Either do a custom build or find a place that suits our needs. It has to be perfect though, because I can't do this again. Uprooting everything just puts a lot of stress on me. And even though we could get exactly what we want with a custom build, like I said, we pretty much had to get out of here yesterday, and that usually takes a little while. That meant finding another property was probably our best option. That's like finding a needle in a haystack though, because our needs are very specific. I wanted enough room to add all of this and expand into more things, more land, and a proper workshop area. My garage workshop just won't suffice anymore, and it's very important for what I do. Pretty much the entire time that we've lived here, it looked a little something like this. Now it's no good because I build big furniture and things like that, and working around all of this is just, it's dangerous. I mean, there's no other way around it. So a few months ago I cracked because I was sick of it, and I rented a storage unit and moved a ton of stuff in there, but even still, it's a mess. The search was looking extremely bleak. Not only that, but this all started right around the time whenever I messed up my finger, and in fact I alluded to it all in a previous video. And I'm working on a lot of other big things behind the scenes that I'm not at liberty to talk about yet, that are not necessarily going to plan, but eventually I'll be able to talk about it, and I can't wait for all of that. I kid you not when I say that literally every single part of this process has been working against us. But I know that good things don't come easy, and they're never convenient. I know that I have to do what's uncomfortable and inconvenient though, and our prayers have finally been answered. And that's because we found a place that's better than I could have ever imagined. The journey to get here was not easy, and it's far from over because, as you can see, I got a lot of work to do down here. That said, I've done a few things already. I removed LVT and carpeting, adjusted some framing, and cleaned things up. Even so, I have to frame, insulate, epoxy the floors, add a drop ceiling, and get an electrician out here to address a few things before I can even get the animals in here. More on that in some future videos though. Anyway, I've never been able to start from scratch like this, so that means that for the first time, I'll be able to design every little feature around what I do down here with the animals. And that's gonna be major because I can have a dedicated space for each individual thing, including a filming studio. I also have a few other rooms down here, one of which is probably about twice this size, and a dedicated workshop. So needless to say, space is no longer gonna be an issue. This room alone is about 4 times larger than the current animal room, and let's just say that I have a little more yard to work with as well. The fish are gonna need ponds, and we'll most likely address that in the spring. I guess what I said in the update video a few weeks ago probably makes a little more sense now. This pond can no longer be here for reasons I'll discuss in an upcoming video, and it must be dismantled. No, it's not being replaced with a bigger and better pond. I'm taking it apart, filling it in, and bringing the fish indoors. I'm seriously so excited to share all of that with you. This has been many years in the making, and to see things finally coming full circle like this, it's surreal. I've been wanting this for so long, and it's been a real struggle producing content and doing everything that I do in that confined space that I did previously. I made it work, of course, and again, I'm very thankful for that space, but I can finally get my processes streamlined, create better content, provide better for my animals, more space, all that sort of thing, and I'm so excited about all of this. That's why I haven't stocked or finished the 600-gallon vivarium yet. Started saltwater, which on a side note, I can't believe that nobody noticed or said anything about the RPM that I've shown in various videos. Or completed the dart frog tank. Wait, I haven't said any of that yet. I guess now you know. The thing is that I'm very particular about how I take on new animals. If I know that big life changes like this are going to be happening, or other things like moving around the animal room and whatnot, I really just don't like to take on new animals until I know that I can dial in everything for them immediately from the start. So because I've known about all of this for quite a while now, I've been very particular about the various setups that I've done recently. I'm going to have to dismantle the vast majority of these and start over again, so it's going to be quite the hassle, and I really didn't want to add on more big setups because that's more than I'm going to have to move. I work hard, but I never could have imagined this would be my life. I get to do what I love for a living, and it takes me to places I could have never expected. And honestly, thank you so much for making this all possible for me. Without your viewership, subscriptions, interactions, and love, none of this would be possible. So from the bottom of my heart, and truthfully, thank you so much. I think actions speak louder than words though, so instead of talking about what's next, I'll just show you in upcoming videos. If you don't want to miss any of that and you're not yet subscribed, definitely do so, and you'll see all of this as I do it. So until next time, Serpa Squad, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I'll see you all next time. Take care and peace.